Hey, but what's going on? Going down tonight? Yes. Trey Howard is coming on. He's coming in a few minutes. So I hope everybody has seen season three, episode 5. Um, I guess I should hold on. Let me do something real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, you ain't gonna let me do it. Oh, nope. Oh, there we go. Let me see. What is that called? Let me see. No, that's not what I want. Is that it? I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to do something. Nope, it would do it. Oh, he's there. Oh, okay. Let me bring you on. Okay, hold on. I was trying to put the what is that? The do not disturb on my phone. So my phone be my phone froze a little bit. Hold on. Okay. I think I did it. Let me see. Did I do it? Oh, this is crazy. Let me see. Let me stop. Okay. Oh, this is a mess. Invite. Hold on. Come on.
Hey,
All right, there we go. There we go.
good.
All right, Drecember. Okay, we're gonna start off a little different.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Okay, tell me, since you was a production assistant.
Yeah, I was a production assistant with Chasing Reality when I first got started in like this whole web series world. So yeah, that's really where I started off at.
Okay, so tell us what would make a good reality show. I mean, on YouTube.
What would make a good reality show?
Yeah,
You talking about like the components that go into it?
like the cast, the production. The story producer, stuff like that.
Um, well, for me, it really everything starts from the head. So you really want to have a great producer. You want to have a great producer, a great team, um, and really know where their head is at with it because it all comes down to. I'm sorry, my phone is blowing up.
I
My
know. Mine be we was at notifications be going
Yes,
off.
everybody really liked the episode. I'm so happy. You really have to know where your producer's at. Like as you've seen with my experience doing web series. I've always had an issue with the behind the scenes. Never really liked the cast. It's always the producers. Um, and it's just about like where their creative head is with things. Like where do you see this going? What do you want from this show? What casting you want to do, and what do they want you to bring to the show as well? Like I kind of always knew my part with shows. Like when I first started with G Status, shout out to Status Network. I knew what I was coming on as, but then I never got to get my growth from that or get to show it because of other things. But I say everything starts with the producer. You have to know what the producer wants to do, what they're looking for, and what they want from you in on the production. Um, so yeah, that's where it stops, and honestly, that's where it stops too.
Okay, so you was on Chasing Reality, so that would have been Chasing Dallas. All right, now pour me some. um, so you was on Chasing Atlanta.
No, I started off on Chasing Atlanta as a production assistant. That's how I got.
Oh, that's where I
Yeah,
got
like
that
when I
from.
first moved here, I was just doing background work, um, just being everywhere and anywhere I could be booked at. That was 2017, and then I came across an ad for to be a production assistant on Chasing Atlanta, and so that's when I found out about the web series and everything. And I met Reese actually on that set for the Chasing Atlanta season 1 reunion. And then from there, I have found out about G Status, and honestly, the rest was history. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on with G Status?
I'm not, I'm not really sure. I'm not in the loop with them anymore like that. Like I talk to KL every now and then online. Um, I actually just talked to Shirai earlier. Um, I'll see Akeem around. I'll see some of them around, but I know that they're filming for season three. Um, they're filming for season three, and that's pretty much all. I know some other things, but it's all kind of like conspiracy theories, like word. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
I don't know,
okay.
but season three.
So, so would you be back on there on? I mean, would you be back on there for season three? Because I don't think they finished season two yet, did they?
I departed in the middle of filming for season two. Um, yeah, I like one of the
Oh,
third people to jump ship. So I had left. That's why I didn't do green screens and I didn't do the reunion. I declined it all and I left because of creative differences behind the scenes. I'm sorry, my phone is just blowing up. Um, yeah,
problem. Busy like
I,
that. You book it busy.
no, it's like people hit me up about the show. But yeah, I departed, I left, I had to leave it behind. And that was really because of, the producer and stuff. You know what happened with season two. So yeah, I just had to put that behind me. But no, I wouldn't return. I feel like they have a good cast now of potential candidates. I know Sherrod and Akeem are coming back for sure. Like they have been casted. Everybody else is just still auditioning basically. Like doing a test run. So you seeing me
Right.
though. No.
Okay. All right. Let's get to tonight.
Did you
Did they know you was
watch
coming?
Dial?
But that was a real interesting scene. And then you know how y'all was combating like with each other, and then I thought too that when y'all was on the retreat that y'all had made up.
So this is the thing. Um, After the retreat, or at the retreat, me and Trey made up. Y'all saw it on camera. We was good. Out.
Hmm.
I was supposed to be coming to the lemon squeeze. And everything, everybody knew I was coming on to the retreat was to cast people to come on to season three. That's why me and Eric are on season three. And Robert, that was his introduction to season three too. He just didn't come to the retreat. So they just automatically put him on season three. Um, Me and Trey made up. We were good. And then, as I said, a week later, I went home for Thanksgiving, like I always do. I always go home for Thanksgiving and my birthday, which is on Christmas. I went home. I spent the month at home, and I let them know. I was like, I'll be in Dallas in January because they were like, okay, when are you gonna be able to come to Dallas, start filming? And a disclaimer: I didn't move to Dallas just to do Chasing Dallas. I had already had plans of moving to Dallas, but
Right.
Corona happened. Because I was trying to get out, like I was telling Reese in the scene, I want to get away from Atlanta for a while, come somewhere, clear my head, like just a new year, new shit. Because this was right after New Year's. So once I got casted for Chasing the Retreat and then Chasing Dallas, it's like, okay, well, girl, I believe in speaking to the universe. So I'm like, damn, I've been talking to the universe about moving and shit. I've been eyeing Dallas, and lo and behold, Chasing Dallas falls in my lap. So we were good, and then he went on Amani. He went to look what I say on the show, Uncle's house. He went to Auntie
Mhm.
Amani's house and started dragging a bitch, and I'm like, wow, girl, like I'm getting people hit me up like, oh my god, girl, Trey Howard dragging you, and I'm going look, and I'm like, wow. So I've, honey, that's where the beef started back up, and I'm like, okay, well, girl, I'm gonna be in Atlanta soon, so I'm gonna deal with you when I get there. It's just how Reese did it was not the time and the place. Like that was a literal setup. Robert was on the call sheet, not Trey. It was Drecember, Reese, Robert, and I'm like, why is Robert coming? Then it turns out to be Trey. So our issue just went from there, and I don't have a problem with Trey. I really don't. I don't. He's nobody I would even want to have a problem with. Like I don't have problems with people. With me and my
Mhm.
problems, we can either talk and just decide that we're gonna be cool or not be cool, or bitch, we can fight. Sometimes, I'm not really about violence and shit. I'm all about self
Right.
defense, but I'm a nigga. I'm not no female. I'm not gonna sit around and do that Real Housewives shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sometimes you got to fight, you know, like
Right.
suburbs. When I moved to the country, I had to learn how to, you know, get into some shit. I'm very small. So it's like
What you said the suburbs? What suburb did you live in?
Livonia, Michigan.
Livonia, Michigan. I'm in
You
Detroit.
stay in Detroit, what part?
The new center over by the Fisher Building.
Oh, you know, last time I was in Detroit was in 2006. I left there when I was 12. So from 12 up until shit 23, I stayed in Tennessee. So familiar with this
Okay.
area no more, but
Well,
yeah.
did did you ever go to Fairlane Mall?
Yes.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
born
Okay.
in
Okay. So,
Southwest Detroit, Hudson Hospital.
oh,
hmm
okay. 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 I knew something. Yeah, because
Art, Schoolcraft, Finkel, last year, Pinehurst. Yeah.
well, I'm from Schoolcraft.
Yes, look, Farmington Hills.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but so basically, what you're saying that you don't have a beef with Trey Howard. I mean, is Trey Howard just trying to do it just to keep the conversation going, or
Trey,
just to keep the
yeah,
storyline
Trey did
going?
that for show purposes. Cause y'all saw on the retreat, we made up, we was good. And then what I didn't say anything about Amani that I didn't talk to Amani about when I did the interview. Either way, that was not his place to go back and say that. You know, he actually breached our contracts with Chasing Reality by doing that. Child, he did that for show purposes. He knew I was coming. The retreat
Okay,
was coming out in January. Mind you, they were filming Chasing Dallas season 3 from October up until shit. They're probably still filming little, you know, pickup scenes and stuff. So of course, December coming, we
right.
had a beef. He, as you can see on the show, they need somebody to come at. So it's like, oh, we all family, we all good. Trey, like, you know, Trey don't have a storyline really, if you look at it, until
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. PPP
but
gate.
PPP gate happened outside though. And ain't nobody talking about that. See, you notice all the beef and shit done stopped. And you know, that's a whole nother conversation too. But I honestly he did it for show purposes. I think we can all tell. But
Yeah.
I am at the point this he's a he's what I would call a sophomore in this. I'm a veteran. If we look at this whole shit we in from those standpoints, I'm a veteran. I don't have to come on the show and pick a beef with a bitch. I wasn't thinking about him. Reese set us up. You know what I'm saying? I told Reese like I will him
Right.
like that was a long ass scene, and if you could tell, this kind of like chopped up and stuff because we had a long conversation before um Trey even came in, and I was like, I'm having an event. My last call, Robert, not Robert, but Trey and Eric cannot come. And I explained to Reese why, and that's when it jumped to, oh well, Trey is coming, and I'm like, girl, don't set me up. Like I'm used to that on G status, and like I said, we used to fight on G status, so I'm not trying to bring you to
Okay.
Dallas. You get what I'm saying? And chasing, I'm on a whole nother platform. I've transitioned, so yeah, yeah, that's how that happened.
Okay. So Reese set you up. Only the thing I got with Reese is that he want to be the executive producer and he want to be a
hmm
cast member, but it just seemed like he just shows up. I mean, I don't know what he. I mean, he keeps little shit going, and that damn him and McKay. I mean, McKeel, whatever
Mark.
his name is. I mean, Markel. Yeah, that doesn't make no sense.
Well, I'm not gonna say too much about what I'm privy to be from
Right,
things,
right.
but with Reese, and I have no problem with Reese. He Reese tried some shit. That's why I didn't do confessionals. If you notice, I didn't have confessionals tonight. Two, 2 weeks ago, I
Right.
sent them an email and said I declined to do confessionals and I'm not coming to the reunion. And that was the same day the PPP shit happened. And because I just kind of thought about it, and I was like I haven't talked to Reese since I quit in May, and then we've been interacting like through text and email about me doing confessionals. Before I was just like, I'm not even interested. You know, this project didn't go how I thought it was gonna go. I just felt like I'm just gonna step back. Same shit I did with G Status season 2. Um, so
Okay.
yeah, Reese, I feel like Reese should just take a season out. I don't want to say. to be
I
just a
agree with
cast
you.
member because he wouldn't last as a cast member. And the reason why the cast is really leaning on him is because he is an EP. And he does do shit behind the scenes that kind of plays with bitches' storylines, as he did with me. And how you just go back to season 2 reunion, and that'll explain why Reese shouldn't be just an EP and should not be a cast member. I said this yesterday on TCB. I feel like Reese should take a season out, just step away completely,
Hmm.
and let somebody else, let CJ or Cameron or maybe even Markel do a season of Chasing Dallas without him, because outside of honestly this episode, outside of Ariel being pushed up on a pedestal as like the darling of season 3, everything else drops down to, oh, everybody's issue with Reese, and then it jumps to, oh, Drecember here. Now cut me out, and it'll just be what y'all have been getting these past few episodes. Oh, Ariel is the darling. She's the darling of that.
Right.
And then, okay, everybody else got an issue with Reese. Like, why everybody don't like Reese? Everything comes back to Reese. So I think Reese should just take a season and just step away from the project completely and see how it goes. Because if he's behind the scenes, it's just not gonna work because he's gonna play with bitches, like as he's done these 3 seasons in a row. And if he's a cast member, it's not gonna work because they're gonna eat his ass up. And family now. It's
Mm.
like it's no fun. We don't want to see a family of friends. Just it's like, bitch, where is the little bit of drama? We don't watch reality TV just for the reality aspect, bitch. We can see hoes work all day. We can see a group of friends all day. You can go, sit around your group of friends. You want to see a group of friends who got a little bit of drama. Y'all are not getting that this season because everybody cool, everybody family. The new guy, Robert, he part of the family. Bitch, where's the
Hmm.
where's the sizzle? Where's the spark? All you had was me and Eric. Nobody likes Eric. Eric tries too hard. So like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like Reese just needs to step back an entire season and just see how it goes. That's how I feel.
I definitely agree with you because I thought, from, like you said, from last year, season 2 reunion, and all the backlash and all the stuff that happened on YouTube, I thought he was most definitely was going to take a break, for a year, let it, blow over, and maybe come back. But some people just up for the mess.
The producer cast member dynamic does not work, in my opinion. It hasn't worked for the mainstream girls. Look at Shawnee. Shawnee not on her shit no more. When she was on, we could tell where she was playing with certain bitches, like how she did OG, Brandy, all that shit didn't work. I don't know if you ever watched R&B Divas. Who was that one bitch who started it? They threw her ass up off of their season 2. Married to Medicine, they got rid of Mariah. The cast shit does
Right.
not work, even in the web series world. Reese being a cast member and a producer, we always see every season. It's like, girl, like, you need to do one or the other or just don't do both. Because we see you're
Right.
playing with the show. And this is outside of what happened with me on Chasing Dallas. We see where he's played with the damn show. So it's like that producer cast member shit, you can't do both. And honestly, I don't
Yeah, I agree. I
when
definitely
we
agree
for the
with you.
retreat, when I did all my confessionals, Reese was sitting right there behind the fucking computer like this as I did my confessionals. And I had to read him on a little bit of it, but it's like, it's for the show, but it's like, damn girl, you're like right here. Eric not here, Trey not here, Dior not here. You're here because you're the producer. Then you see all of what we say. Who says you're not going to come back and do your own green screens to combat what we say because you see all the footage? So I
Right.
just feel like
Exactly.
that producer cast member dynamic does not work. It's not successful. It hasn't been successful on the mainstream, and it ain't successful for us web series girls. So eventually, Reese is going to have
Right.
to step away from the show if he wants to see his show go further and the numbers go up, because season 3, the past few seasons of Chasing Dallas have not been wow numbers wise. And I'm not trying to read them. I'm just being honest.
Mhm. Okay, that's a good question. So, what is considered a hit on YouTube for a web series, like a reality show and a sitcom?
So, with the scripted shit, that's different. It's like, okay, it's scripted and you can put that out anytime. And a scripted and reality are different. Because with the
Okay.
scripted stuff, it's like they make their numbers. Like I've done a scripted show, Crew Love the web series. Y'all go check it out. I've done scripted, and it's a lot different from reality. So with the reality aspect, it's like we watch a lot more. I'm more into reality. So with a successful reality show, you want views. What is the issue that they're having with Real Housewives right now of Atlanta and other
Uh,
cities?
uh, well, it was production, and then it was the
Viewership.
views.
You want to watch your shit.
Right.
People are gonna watch your shit because they like an entertaining cast. They like people who are gonna bring it. That's why they're chopped. Real Housewives of Dallas about to chop the OC. They're cutting OGs and shit left and right. Real Housewives of Atlanta last season was a snore. Bitches want you want views. So on the YouTube aspect, Chasing Atlanta had 100,000 season, 1 million views season. All the episodes in 100Ks, 100Ks. And they are the flagship show, but Chasing Dallas is right behind them. They're on the third season. The views are night and day for Atlanta and Dallas. And it comes down to the entertainment aspect and the casting. You want to have
Mm-hmm.
views. You want your show to have a subscribers. People aren't going to subscribe to your shit if they're not watching your shit. You can have 100,000 subscribers, but you want to see 100,000 views behind it. It's like these Instagram bitches. Oh, you got like 90,000 followers, but bitch, you only got 1,000 likes. But you
Right.
want
Yeah.
both. You don't want one or the other. You want both. Bitch, I don't want a meal without a drink. I want the whole shit. You don't want to drink with.
Right.
So anybody who gets on here and says that they're not about the views and shit, that's where they're getting their money on YouTube. So of course you want a slam dunk show. That comes from casting and it comes from how you structure your show.
Yeah, and like the editing and like and then if the cast members are
Mm-hmm.
interesting, they keep it going. Because I don't know, like Dallas, it's like something is missing, and then it's it's like no what is that word? No mystery. Something's just not right.
For me with them, it's just always come down to there's a barrier down there, and I think we all know what it is, and that's really what it is. There is a barrier on Chasing Dallas. I'm not gonna say no names. I think we all know what the elephant in the room is. There is a barrier down there, and that barrier has
Mm.
stopped Dallas from being, you know, just great. That barrier,
Oh, okay.
if you move that barrier out the way, y'all would have seen me throughout the whole season. Y'all would have not seen Markel get bumped down to a friend of the damn show when he's an OG. Y'all would have seen new personalities besides just the brother of a clique that's already on the show who Reese is kissing ass for. If you move that one fucking barrier, Chasing Dallas, great.
Right.
Like LA was a good show to me. I don't care what y'all say. LA was a good ass show. It had personality. They had the drama. The drama was there, but it wasn't structured right. It lacked structure. But other than that, the quality was great for a freshman season, for a flagship show. The quality was great. The casting was great. It just lacked structure. Dallas is on 3 seasons, and the quality is not that good still. The casting is not that good. I thought I was watching G Status again. These long ass scenes of y'all talking about fluff, fluff,
Yeah,
bullshit,
exactly.
bullshit. Where are the new
That happened
personalities?
tonight.
Where's the new blood? Where the new blood? Me and Robert not even me and Robert not even me. Yeah, me and Robert and Eric not even considered new blood because y'all met all of us on a retreat. That's where you were supposed to meet Robert. He just got through into season 3. If you notice tonight, why is he just meeting everybody at the club when he was just at George's event last episode?
Right.
Honey, structure. So it's like move that one barrier, and then bitches could have had a successful season. Because honey, we're on episode 6 now. It's just not
Right.
gonna.
I don't even know what the views was for the last episode. I have to go check that.
They're in the double digits.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I just feel like once that one barrier is moved out the way, at least for just one season, let's see what one season is like without Reese. I feel like it'd be slam fucking dunk.
Yeah, I
Break
agree
up the
with you on
family
that.
dynamic there. Like, you know, now I'm not saying get rid of all the people you've come to know on Dallas, but give us something new. Give us some new shit. Find us some Dominiques and some Ricos, and you know, like bring us some new blood. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
So why was you and Trey Howard was uh battling over each other's age? I mean, is he older than
No, so
you?
this is the thing with Trey. Um, he shows his age a lot. I don't know much about his background, but from what he's told us on the internet and stuff, that's one thing about me. I don't put my life on the internet, my background, none of that. He looks for validation. If you go back and look at his time over being on chasing and everything, he's always looked for validation. Oh, you should have been this and that to me, and oh, Drecember, you've been in this longer than me. Why would you make these comments? He looks for somebody to constantly pat him on the back, constantly be good,
Oh,
because
okay.
he didn't have that with his family. So if you don't have that with your family into adulthood, when you see other people who are like me, who are like, girl, like, you know, here, I'm
Yeah.
good, you know, like I'm not looking for validation from anyone or anything. Whereas he's constantly looking for somebody to, oh, I just feel like at my age I'm doing this and I got so much to do and I'm trying to make it and da da da. And it's like, girl, this bitch is younger than you, doing more than you, doing more than both of us put together. I don't do that age shit because, honey, everybody on this show is older than you. I'm 28. Reese just gonna be 30. Robert Markel 36 or something. Shit, Akeem, the oldest web series star out of all of us, I think he's 41 or something, bitch, and he's more than you and has. So it's like that age shit. He throws that up as if it's like as if it's a dig, and it's like, girl, me and Reese the same damn age. You the youngest bitch of all of us, and you
Mhm.
kick and scream and cry and shit when you don't get your way, and you looking like, girl.
Yeah.
Like I told her, honey, it's girls way older than you in this game and doing more than you. Well, the age shit is irrelevant. I'm like, girl, I'm 28 and I've done a lot, bitch. I'm good. You don't know nothing about me. I don't know nothing about you. I wouldn't say, oh, girl, you 24, you a child, bitch. I was 24 at one time. I was 24 and my shit was rocking. That's when I got introduced to this game at 24. So it's like, girl, the age shit is nothing. I'm like, yes, honey, I'm 28. I have a long motherfucking resume. Just because you don't know much about me and you heard some rumors and gossip from a bunch of bitches from G Status season 2 who are not with us anymore, may they rest in peace, does not mean you know anything about me, sis. I'm not coming at you about your age. That's them low blows that bitches do when they can't get to you. Like, bitch, I made the steal. I made the steal. It's like, girl, that shit, bitch, yes, I'm 28. Reese 30. Shit, these other girls, we all in our damn late 20s, early 30s and shit, bitch. Welcome to the crew. So that
Yeah.
age shit, it's like, girl, that's actually like, girl, you move along. Like, well, that's not even a read, girl. You look dumb. Shit, everybody on the damn K. You're the youngest bitch out of all of us. And nobody done came with you about your age and all that damn crying and shit you was doing at the reunion, girl. Moving on. Next, you got
Right.
you come
Um.
harder, come
Do,
harder.
yeah. Do you think you will ever do another reality show?
Um, as of right now, I'm taking a break. You know, we're gonna let this project roll out. I think at this point, I've been doing this shit for 4 years now, and even with me not being like a okay, people always like to throw out that whole main cast shit, you know, and it's like, honey, none of us get paid,
Right.
none of us get paid overall. That's where it starts for me. Like, bitch, if the A cast was getting paid over a B cast, it'd be an issue. None of us get paid. So if you in the credits and shit, you know, of any show, it don't matter because, girl, you ain't getting paid. So it's like you just show your
Mm.
product and shit. Even with me not being what you would call a main cast member, like, I've been a main cast member like a credit. I'm always credited, but I've been a main cast member like once. I'm still like a forerunner in this shit, and it's been 4 years. And after a certain time, you graduate. Like Markel has graduated, Lauren has graduated, a lot of other bitches should graduate. Q has graduated and he's only 3 seasons in. It's time for me to start my own show, my own production. It's time for
Oh,
me
okay.
to like I've graduated from this. It's time to let the Trays and all these other girls build up a name and shit because I mean, if you look at the comments tonight, everybody was like, "Bitch, where's Drecember?" Like that's all I kept seeing the shit, and that's because I made a name for myself, regardless of if I do or
Right.
not, bitch. I've made a name for myself in this realm that we're in. So now it's just time for me to. It's time for me to graduate. It's time for me to start my own production, and like Lauren and Q and Markel and all them have like after a certain time, it's time for you to leave this. And that's probably what's next for me. But I'm gonna take a break from being like a cast member on any shows. Like I've been offered to come back to other shows that are filming right now. I've had offers to be on a lot of shows, and I only did Chasing Dallas because, of course, I'm not going to no low budget shit. Like I'm not going to none of the lower girls, but I've had options to be on a lot of shows. If I was clout chasing about anything, I would have just took all those opportunities. I've turned down more shows than I've been on. And when I told Trey that I've been on a lot of shows tonight, I mean as far as like working with VH1, working with movies and shit. I've done other reality shows and shit, even as background work. Like I've done a lot of shows. I actually have a resume. I'm credited. I just don't put my whole life out there. But I would prefer to just be behind the camera at this point because
Mhm.
I've already made a name for myself. Like
So actually, I got a question there. But like, what is the budget for like a YouTube reality show?
um doing the budget for a YouTube reality show would probably be around 6 to 7 thousand altogether. It really don't cost that much. Like when we did the retreat, that wasn't an expensive project because it was a weekend thing and then the editing doesn't take too much. It costs more to follow people's lives and shit. But honestly, I wouldn't really be able to answer that for you in depth because I'm not a producer. I've been a producer.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm gonna do a guesstimate, it would probably take about $7,000 to do a show all together because you don't have to pay your cast if you already let them know you're going to be paid in exposure. So it really just goes into editing and filming, cameras, shit like that. You can go to different locations around the city. The cast, we make our own events and everything. So it really doesn't cost much to make a reality show, honestly. A good reality show. Now, if you want to do shit,
Right.
you want to do some cheap shit like some of these girls, it's possible. But
Do
DJ
you?
said with iPhones it's cheaper, and that's true because that's how Chasing started out. And it's all about your growth. It's all about your growth. Like they started out using camera phones. They still use camera phones and it looks damn motherfucking good. These camera phones operate as motherfucking you can make a movie off these motherfuckers and shit. So you could even do
Did you? Did you see that movie called Tank? Was it Tangerine?
10.
It was done. Yeah, it was done on the iPhone.
That's about the transgender girl, right? In LA.
Right.
That
Yeah.
ass movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do like a lot of these phones have applications to where you can make a movie. So yes, Chasing a lot of that shit is filmed. Like you can tell that Chasing Dallas shit was filmed on the phone, honey. No shade. You can tell shaking this shit,
Right.
but Atlanta uses phones too. But I don't fucking know what happened with Dallas this year, child. I don't know. Like that scene that we filmed in that damn room was shot on an iPhone, shot on some phones and shit, and they had the camera. And there's nothing against that, but you just make sure your shit look good because you can kind of tell what shit was shot with what and what was shot with the real camera. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about your other show, the scripted show, The
hmm
Crew Love.
So yeah, I did the scripted show called Crew Love. It's been a while since I had did like a scripted role. I've been doing entertainments or doing like production since I was in college in 2011. So that's like 10 years. Um, So I took on that role, and it was something I played a gay character, of course, like the gay best friend. And I chose that role because it wasn't something that was too out the box for me. Now I know y'all can't picture me going on trying to play somebody trade boyfriend or put your hands up. You know, it's like girl, Dre, be laughing and shit.
Right.
Like
Right.
girl, Dre, someone get high ass out of here. Like look, hey, girl, where you feeling? You know, all that shit, like trying to put some bass in my voice. So I was like, let me do something that's pretty like close to home. So I did that. We shot that in April, and it turned out to be very successful. I actually got casted because of my I've been casted for a lot of scripted roles, but I haven't taken a lot of them. And it all came from me sending in the footage of me from these different reality shows. Like that exposure really does help you because I got casted for a few roles based off of the footage that I did on G Status and Chasing and stuff. So it does help, like the exposure and all, but that's how I got on the Crew Love, and we're gonna be shooting season 2 next year. Um, Kylie Grant, shout out to Crew Love, Kylie, Astro James. She said that she's writing the script right now, so there will be season 2, and will be returning.
Oh, great. Yeah, that was a great shout.
Mm.
And I just found I was like searching on YouTube, and then it just came up, and I was like, what is this? So I just like watched it, and then well, another thing on there, when you was on there, you look so much taller.
You know, you want to know something? Everybody tells me that when they meet me in person, they're like, "You are really fucking like you are taller than we thought." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9", but everybody says I look so short on camera, and I'm like, "No." Like I met Hershey Kiss. She's a reviewer, and Flawless Diamond, T Spiller, all of us. We were out for Pride, and she was like, "You way taller than I thought you'd be." And I'm like, "Yeah, girl. Like I don't know why everybody think I'm so damn short. Like." I guess it's because if you meet Sherrod, for our guy and all them bitches are giants. So all of us standing next to them, we look like shrimp. But it's like, yeah, I'm 5'9".
Yeah. Okay. It was G Status, and you and Sherrod got
Hmm.
into it. I think he slapped the cup out your
Yeah.
hand. Yeah. So that was now you didn't do too many episodes in season
So
one.
this is the thing. I was supposed to be a production assistant on G Status. I wasn't casted to be a cast member. So a few months after I did the Chasing reunion, I got in contact with KL. Shout out to KL, and he brought me on to be a production assistant. Now, when they did their meet the cast, I was out of town and didn't get to make it. I went back home for my birthday because it was around Christmas, 2017. So then I ended up getting in contact with them again and Ja and all of that. And he was like, okay, come in. We're going to do some test scenes with you. Da, da, da. Um, G Status filmed from January of 2018 to April. Our last scene was in April. It was just a 4-month project, really quick. I came in the last 3 weeks. So that was all my scenes was like back to back filming for those 3 weeks. And then we were
Oh,
supposed to have
okay.
a cast trip, but we didn't get to make it because that big fight happened and we was all just like, girl, we cannot go out of town together. So yeah, I didn't do too many scenes, but I knew I was being brought in as like the dark horse, as like a bitch to mix it up and stuff. I didn't mind that. Like I've always been comfortable being the villain and the bad guy because them are the most talked about people. Like
Mm.
you don't watch an action movie just for the hero. It's like, okay, girl, we're the villain. We're the villain. And you can always relate to the villain.
Yeah, the villain part. Yeah, like who's her? What's that? Crafty Kenya.
Who?
Crafty Kenya.
Yeah,
Crafty.
Crafty
Yeah,
Kenya. Why?
I call it Crafty Kenya.
Yeah, people like Kenya and shit. Like you can't it can't be all roses and shit. It can't be sunlight all day. So okay, girl, when is it gonna get nighttime? Like tonight, everybody like, oh, okay, girl, this whole family shit. Ooh, yeah, yeah, okay, we're Drecember, bitch. Where you
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I've always been attracted to the bad guys, Mystique and Magneto and Venom and shit. I've always liked the bad guys, the New Yorks, the Joslins and shit.
Mhm.
So I knew what I was being brought in for, and it helped me because y'all probably can't remember a lot of them bitches from season 1. So yeah, I didn't get to shoot too many scenes because it was like I came at the end of the project, but
Okay, I
I think I
understand now.
probably had the most impact on that show. I'm not trying to toot my own. Yeah, I
Yeah,
probably had the most impact from season 1.
Because I think that's when I started following you after
Hmm.
season 1. Yeah, so I was like interested, and then you on YouTube a lot. Oh my God, those videos is like 2 or 3
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Y'all be
Me and
going
TTV,
in.
like I just really got into. Shout out to TTV. I'm actually gonna be over there at 11. We made a
Oh,
pact.
okay. What time is it? What time is it?
10:40.
Hold on, let me check what time.
I made a pact with him. I said since I wasn't doing confessionals for season 3 of Chasing Dallas, that when the show comes out, any episode I'm in, I will go on there and we would like talk about the show or whatever. But then we be on there kikiing and stuff just for hours because I'm a night owl, he's a night owl. And then T Spiller works overnight and stuff, and we'll have a bunch of our friends. We be having like 300 to 500 people in there with us and shit, all 5 hours and stuff. I'm like, damn, y'all, like. I wake up and it's like 2,000 views in like 10 hours and shit. I'm like, damn, y'all, that's like a chasing reality. Hell, one night of them, releasing the premiere. So
Right.
yeah,
It's almost like a
yeah. So
marathon.
I go over there and I keep and all of them and stuff, and we just talk about different stuff. Like, everybody always tells me you should start a podcast, you should start a YouTube show, you should this and that. Like, cause I'm really a comedian at heart. Like, everything is funny to me. I like to have fun. I don't take shit too serious. So that's kind of like me testing out my own podcast and stuff for 2022. So I'll just go over there, we'll ramble and just have like a stream of consciousness conversation. So, and invite people on and stuff and just, just kiki, nothing negative, you know.
Right. Y'all be having a good
Yeah.
time. I only can last for an
Hmm.
hour, maybe an hour
But
and
we,
30
we just go
minutes.
to kikiing and cackling and shit, and we'll look up and it's like, damn, it's 4 hours and shit. We like, what? Like, girl, like, what?
Right.
Damn, time just went by.
Yeah. So that's it. Those are the questions that I had, and I'm definitely looking for season 2 of the Crew Love. That was a very good show, and I liked it because it was a new show. The episodes were short, but you got the meaning, the understanding, and you know how like the cast, that I don't know the word to use, but y'all Miller, it was togetherness that you could see that y'all was
The
on the
cast
same
was
page.
amazing. They were really amazing to work with too. I love all of them. We had so much fun. Like, we had a lot of fun. I hope season 2, it gets fleshed out a lot more, our characters and stuff, and we just get into some new things. So
All right, I'll be looking forward for that, and I'm going to catch you tonight on TTV. So all right,
thank
take
you.
it
Thanks for
easy.
having me.
Sure. Bye bye.